Yesterday I was at a store called Aldi, and it is either a German-owned store or headquartered in Germany. I'm not sure. But Aldi has German roots. And the one near where I live seems to be a budget store, as everything there seems to be cheaper than at stores such as Winn-Dixie, Publix, or Kroger. I could be wrong. I didn't do a direct comparison of the prices. But it seems to me that it is cheaper in a budget-oriented store. Well, I saw their beer section. They didn't have a big beer selection there. But I saw this, something that I might have heard of but haven't really tried before. I don't think. It's called Wernesgrüner. Wernesgrüner is south of Leipzig and west of Prague, and it's near the Czech border in Germany. And I thought, okay, I got a 4-pack of these, so let's pick it up and try it. But I didn't want to try it by itself. I wanted to compare it to something. So I went to the bigger liquor store, and I didn't want to compare it to Hofbräu or a Munich Helles because those are just, they would probably make this taste bad. So I decided to try it to something that I don't think that I've had before, Erdinger Lager, original Bavarian Helles. Of course, Erding, from where this comes, is located not far from Munich. It is a Bavarian beer. But I've never had this Erdinger before. Usually when I get the Erding, I believe it's a Hefeweizen. So, I'm not sure. So anyway, I don't know what this is going to taste like. But when I did look at Beer Advocate and some of the user ratings, I believe this one was bitter and this one was sweet. So we'll see if I can pick that up. Now, this is the Pils. Legende, or Legende, I'm not sure how you say that in German. Legende. Pils Legende, I don't know. Excuse me if I'm getting this wrong. I don't want to offend any Germans. But I'm ignorant, okay? So have pity on me. Well, you can see that the Wernesgrüner is retaining about 2 centimeters of head thickness on there. I was going to do this blindfolded, but it's going to give it away. There's no point. Oh, I forgot to give you the stats. Let's see. The Erdinger is 5.1 ABV, and this is 4.9. This has a score of, let's see, what is it, 80 on Beer Advocate, and this one has a score of 85. So that's about it. You know where these come from, places in Germany, and I gave you approximate locations. So let me start off with the Erdinger. I'm getting a slight hint of banana flavor in there. It is very smooth. It doesn't seem that crisp. And it is kind of sweet. Not much bitterness to it. So, whether I know if this is brewed according to the Reinheitsgebot, then there's not going to be any kind of artificial banana flavoring in there. So if they're getting banana flavor out of there, it's got to be from the natural ingredients, quite possibly. The malts, I don't know. Or maybe the hops, maybe a combination of malts and hops. But it's very, very subtle. You have to be looking for it, looking for banana in order to pick that up, I think. Although I wasn't looking for it, but I still picked it up. So maybe I'm wrong. All right, so we'll see if this is more bitter. We'll see if it's more crisp. We'll see if it's has any banana flavor. It's a Pils, so it should be more bitter. It is. It is quite a bit more bitter. It's almost got a sourness to it in comparison to this. I like the feel of it better. I like the crispness and the carbonation. But I didn't care for the flavor too much. And I guess this might be a budget beer in Germany. I have no idea. But I'm kind of thinking that, let's say that Hofbräu, or let's say that Warsteiner is Budweiser, then Hofbräu would be Michelob, and Busch would be, or Wernesgrüner would be Busch. I don't know. I'm trying to make an analogy. But I'm not sure it's a good one because these are all pure brewed German beers, the ones that I mentioned. Warsteiner, Wernesgrüner, and Hofbräu are all subject to the Reinheitsgebot, the German purity law. But that doesn't say that they have to use the same type of hops for every beer or the same malts. But anyway, and maybe Warsteiner and Hofbräu is on the same level, but I think Hofbräu tastes a lot better. So let's see if we can carry on with this. See, the problem with this is it's too smooth. It's not very crisp. And I don't know what to think about that banana-ish flavor that I'm picking up in here. I could be wrong. It might be some other type of flavor, but to me, it reminds me of bananas. Oh, I don't know if I could drink the rest of these. I got 4 more of these to drink. I mean 3 more. Yeah, I don't like it. I think I'm going to call this one for the Erdinger. However, this might, I might get a taste for this. And because I'll tell you, when I drink this Erdinger next to here, the Erdinger is almost like water. But this one just has a very almost soury, kind of bitter taste. The feel is good. Maybe some lemon that I am picking up there in the finish. Of course, that would probably be due to the hops, as I don't think that they would allow any kind of artificial lemon flavoring or even natural lemon flavoring in a beer that's governed by Reinheitsgebot. It's got a bit of a lingering bitterness to it. I could use this to wash it down. Yeah, kind of gets rid of the taste. Whatever that taste is. I like lemons. I like lemons in water. But I'm not sure how I feel about lemons in beer. Although limes and Corona and island-style lagers, things like that, I do enjoy. Give me a Corona with a lime in it, that's great. And I think a lime helps because Corona is, a mediocre beer. So add a bit of lime to it and that helps. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, or if I'm going to enjoy drinking 3 remaining Wernesgrüner beers that I have. But I bought it to try it, and that's what I did. So I've tried it, I've reviewed it, and I don't like it too much. It's, as far as German beers go, I would consider Warsteiner not very good compared to most of the other German beers that I've tried. And this is probably worse than Warsteiner. And I don't want to say that Warsteiner is a bad beer because it's sold everywhere. Of course, that doesn't mean it's good just because it's sold everywhere. But I just don't want to say anything bad about them, and I don't want to say anything bad about the people that brewed this beer either, or any beer. But I just don't like it. Yeah, maybe some people do. I'm here to tell you, give you an honest opinion. Of course, it's subjective. But like I said, so a banana taste, that's a subjective opinion. To me, it tastes like banana. Somebody else may taste it and say, that's not banana. That's something else. That's almond or something. I don't know. But this, let's see, this, I mentioned that it's sour, and I mentioned I got some lemony taste on the finish. Yeah, it is. Maybe more like a lime. Because I think limes are a bit more bitter than lemons. But I don't know. It's got some bitterness to it. Quite a bit bitter, quite a bit lingering bitterness here. And I don't like that either. There's a lingering bitterness in my mouth now. This will get rid of it. Well, so this, I would say this is a successful comparison. I guess I could do one more thing. Mix them together and see what happens. See what we get here. My beer cocktail. Now it's more lemony. And it's smoother and less bitter. It's actually not bad. So what seems to have happened is this beer made this one a bit more crisp, and this one made this one a little bit less bittery and added some sweetness to it. So the combination of these two is pretty good, actually. Maybe better than both of them separately. I don't know. That lingering bitterness is muted now. It's still there, but it just isn't as prominent as it was before. So there you go. I would rate this, the mixture of the two is the best, followed by this one, and then followed by this one. In my opinion, this one has a banana type of flavor to it. This one has a lemon or a lime type of flavor to it, in the finish mainly, but it's very bitter and kind of sour. So together, it's all those descriptions, but toned down a bit, making it an improvement over both of these beers, because this one is very smooth, whereas this one is quite crisp. I like the feel of this one better, and I don't care for this smoothness, this wateriness, but the flavor of this one is much better than this one. All right, That's all I've got to say about that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.